And welcome back to the Simple Mind Sports Show. Despite what the intro says, I don't really give a shit about the offensive line struggling. I'm here to tell you that the Red Sox are efficiently disappointing you, predictably, like every single year, like I told you they would last week after their 10-game win streak. Here we are again in La La Land with the Red Sox. I'll tell you exactly how this thing's going to play out under the new Fenway Sports Group regime. It's spoiler alert. It's the exact way it's panned out for the last 5 or 6 years. So nothing new there. Sorry to disappoint. So we'll do some Red Sox talk. But as always, we're going to start with some opening takes. Two-man show here. Bobby is on the run, we're assuming, from the law. So we will wait to see what happens with him when he gets back. Until then, Ray, why don't you start us with opening takes? And do you have a box of tissues with you? That could go either way, one way or another, but I think it's going to go the sad beers way right now, not happy beers. Please, your opening take.
Thank you there, Richard. Yes, it was a sad day when I got the alert from TMZ that the immortal Hulk Hogan has died. A part of my youth has died. I know Rich is going to make fun of me and call me 90s gay for liking wrestling and watching men in Speedos dance around and wrestle, but hey, it was my youth, and I still watch to this day, so it was a sad day to see the 71-year-old come to a cardiac arrest, sounds like. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, brother.
I won't make fun of you for liking Hulk Hogan in the 90s. There were, as a generation of people liking. I make fun of you for being 40 and still watching the fucking thing religiously. That's what I make fun of you for.
I know.
I did not watch it in the 90s. I didn't get sucked into that wrestling thing.
Because Jack would have called you gay.
Yeah. I had a very, astute father in what was going on. He made me watch the Red Sox, which is why they get me so fucking angry now. So, we all have our our tropes and downfalls. Which brings me to my opening take. We'll get back to the Red Sox. I'll go Patriots here. Training camp did start. It is a breath of fresh air for New England sports fans, for all sports fans, really. You're in the dog days of summer. You're looking at baseball if you're a Red Sox fan. Again, we're going to tell you why later in the show why that sucks. But here it is. Here's football season. It's back. And as the Patriots open up, the optimism is high. The vibes are good. People are feeling great about this team, and they're falling right back into every trap like they do. And with the number one trap being the rookie wide receiver who made the outstanding catch, and we've got the next Randy Moss on our team. How many times am I going to see that replay of the one-handed Kyler Williams catch with no pads on and no defense? But this kid is sure to make it. All 5'10", 180 pounds of him is sure to be the game changer because the Patriots track record in that. So, I'm going to try to not be Raymond. I'm going to try to not be that cynical, but I can't help. And even you have to, after the half a decade of this bullshit. It was one thing when Brady was there and Aaron Dobson makes a great catch. You're like, wow, maybe we got something here. Yeah. But whether it was last year with Javon Baker making big sideline catches, we got something here. We got something. Javon Baker played one fucking snap last year. I get we're all excited about Kyler Williams, but just relax, okay? Just relax and
I think that's your motto for the whole training camp is just fucking relax, Patriots.
It's too high, baby. I am a level ship, okay?
I know you are.
I'd like to stay below water as much as possible until they make me come above it. And too many people are hyped on this freaking Patriots team, especially with the goddamn Williams catch with no pads and no defense. So we'll do that. We're going to open up with some Patriots talk. We're going to open up with some optimism. Vibes are good down there. So I'd like to talk about that. Some of the biggest takeaways in just 2 days of camp, but still, it's better than talking about the Red Sox, which we will have to do in our following segment from that. The predictable Red Sox continue to disappoint. And we've got a Dr. Big Mac's Big Brain.
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do. And I'm in the perfect frame of mind to ask this question, too, so I can't wait.
That means he's high. And Simplest Minds of the Week as well. So that's the show. Welcome to the Simple Mind Sports Show, Friday Rewind, July 25th, live here, Thursday, July 24th. The Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot.
All right. If you're watching on YouTube, apologies. The handsome one of the panel is not here, and we don't get to see his new room. But Ray looks good today. I'm not going to ask you to take your hat off because you're in that phase, and I don't want to see it.
No, no.
It's gross.
I know. Sorry, baby.
You got a different angle? Feels like I could see more in your shot. Or maybe that's just because Bobby's not here. I can see footballs where normally we can't see footballs there in the corner. You're muted or something because you're dumb. You look good, but you're still stupid. So anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, smash that subscribe, hit the like, rate, subscribe, review, tell your friends, tell your mothers, and go to simplemindsports.com. Join the newsletter. We've got people joining in droves because we've got a free giveaway from I Love Boston Sports. A wonderful merch giveaway there for the lucky son of a bee who joins that newsletter. So go to simplemindsports.com. We'll throw a link in one of the descriptions below wherever you're listening or watching. So do that. Get something for free. Why not? Which brings us to Patriots training camp. Football season. Ray, I know that you have been in a joyous mood all week. You've been alone.
On vacation. I've been on vacation. I've read one book and a half a book.
Bullshit.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Does green eggs and ham end?
Sam, I am.
I am extremely, from a man who has spent the entire month of July in some level of stress through vacations and whatnot. I am extremely jealous of you. And then to top it off, right here at the tail end of it, you get football back.
Thank God.
Woo.
Yeah. And I think on this show, we might actually hear Rich might be wrong about something.
Oh, well, you can let me know when that is, and I'll tell you that that's not correct.
Well, I think it's the first topic that we're going to discuss here.
I've already talked about this. I've already admitted.
How he's probably going to be week one, ready to go. I've already ACL tear being a 31, 32-year-old player. Woo! Woo!
Now, listen.
Go on, Richard.
Our first topic here. We're going to talk about biggest takeaways from Patriots training camp in day 1/day 2. If you have anything that I haven't touched on here from day 2, if you've been paying attention, please bring it in there, Ray. But Steph Diggs, full participant, is certainly the biggest surprise heading into training camp. Now, he looked good in mini camps and OTAs. He was around the team. He dumped his sneaky butt girlfriend, Cardi B. So, oh, do I have that wrong? Go ahead, TMZ.
Apparently we have that wrong because we got blasted on TikTok and Instagram saying that we read reports that aren't true. And we should be apologetic to Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. So apologies to the world.
I got targeted from a Cardi B thing that she was telling all of her ladies to be drinking a lot of electrolytes, Pedialyte and such. That makes it makes the pee real wet down there when you're getting in it when you're getting it in.
Is that why your wife was drinking a lot of electrolytes down in Nashville?
How dare you? It's a healthy habit. First of all, it was a question. If you want to help, don't. Pedialyte is garbage. It's basically fake Gatorade. So get actual electrolytes and put them in some water. Actually, just salt will do the trick if you want a little chemistry lesson there. But you'd have to ask her that. So anyway, apologies to Diggs and Cardi B in her
big smelly butt. Yeah,
in her big smelly butt, allegedly. But I did say there were points in my Steph Diggs analysis when they signed him, mostly because the over the top excitement for signing the guy, including you, was too much for me to handle, and my cynical ways had me, just taking the other side of it.
Of course.
And all of history, basically, that a 32-year-old coming off an ACL injury in the middle of the season would probably not be ready for week 1. Looks like I may be wrong about that.
Drugs are a powerful thing.
Now, until let's see when the tests come through and for the steroid tests and allegedly, let's see how that plays out, and let's just see if he makes it through camp.
That wouldn't be the first wide receiver that got busted for steroids after coming off a devastating knee injury.
Nope, it will not. We won't name names there at all. So until week 1, I won't come off of that. But my overall take was Steph Diggs will not be the savior that you want him to be. And mostly, I mean, really, if we want to go retrospective, we don't have to spend too much time on this. It was more about the Patriots waiting again to the last minute, failing to get their top target wide receivers and waiting to the bottom of the barrel guys were left for him. And you get a 32-year-old blown ACL. But it's a name, so the dopes get excited about it. And I looked at it and went, Jesus fucking Christ, like you need more than that. Because if he wasn't ready, if he's not ready, if he has a setback, or if he just looks like a 32-year-old in week 1, your next best guy is still DeMario Douglas. Unless you want to take Kyle Williams, who makes one-handed catches with fucking shorts on, and put him in your number 1 slot, you're still depleted in that department. So thank you, Ray, for sending me down a cynical path right from the get-go. I want
You're welcome.
Fucking and say Steph Diggs is a full participant and everyone's excited about him. The first pass in training camp in the Mike Vrabel era was in 11v11 was Drake May and to Steph Diggs on a shallow crosser that looked like it would have went deep in a game, and the whole crowd at Foxborough cheered for it. So there's your positivity. There's your positivity. Give me not. I'm going to take 69 away from it. Give me your percentage on Steph Diggs being available and being a number 1 guy week 1, like not looking like a 32-year-old just had ACL surgery. Like if he comes in week 1 and has 6 catches, 89 yards and a touchdown, like what's your percentage he can put a performance up like that in week 1?
42.
Okay, that's so at least you're being kind of realistic about it.
Being realistic, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the big test is when Washington comes into town, and then they with August 8th, I believe it is. So that's when they should do joint practices with Washington. That's going to be a big test with the pads on, going against other teams who really don't care if you get hurt or not, and just going up and trying to prove themselves on that defensive side and going up against the Diggs. That's when the true test comes and see how we can hold up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was really an extension of OTAs this first day or two. There's no pads. But look, from an overall perspective, yes, he's way ahead of schedule. He's on an Adrian Peterson path in terms of an older player coming back from an injury. No, I don't think he has any kids. So,
well, allegedly
could be wrong there. So good. That's good. Check. Good. Box check. Good. Steph Diggs. Good. Another box check. Good. Drake May, who I have certainly had my questions about. Continue to. However, in his first 11v11, small little window here. Depending on who you listen to, went 8 for 8.
Could have been sacks.
Yeah, there were 5 or 6 sacks that they don't really record, but he didn't. The ball didn't hit the ground. Let's put it that way.
When he went 14 for 15 today too, so that's good.
And in day 2, he went 14 for 15. It sounded like that last pass was broken up at the line of scrimmage. So when he threw it, it didn't hit the ball. It didn't hit the ground. It made it to his receiver, made it to the destination, which is my biggest takeaway from this. And we can talk about the other stuff on our list, the tackle play and Kyle Williams and Jalen Polk and so on and so forth. But this phrase, taking the profit, is going to be shoved down our throat for the next month and a half as we
T-shirts. Get your T-shirts.
If they're not out there yet, talk to our guy, Ray. Let's put that fucking shit. Let's drop that stuff right now. Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels are taking the stupid out of Drake May's game. They are putting him on the Mac Jones rookie quarterback playbook. If it's open in the flat, I don't care what your second read is or first read is. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Pass him the ball. If first time you see a guy open, throw him the ball. I don't care if it's 2 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards. I'm not looking for the deep shit. You take the profit. You take the profit. So we're going to hear that. And I'll tell you what, as corny as it is, and how generally that would kind of tick me off that you got a phrase for your franchise quarterback not being an idiot. I like it. Because it's as big as fucking, other than, running face first into linebackers and getting concussed, which they're beating that out of him too.
Thank God.
Making stupid downfield throws for interceptions is his biggest crutch, right? So beating that out of him right from the jump. We said it a long time ago, Ray McDaniels is going to be the best thing that happened to this offense. Never mind the personnel, never mind the fact that they don't really have anybody to catch the ball outside of Diggs if he can do it. McDaniels will be the difference maker here this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you saw today with the 14 out of 15 pass attempts, they were all short. They were all short, little like 5-yard dumps. And that's what I think you're going to see. That's going to be the MO. Kind of like when Brady first got comfortable, he was doing all these short slants, like 2 seconds, get rid of that ball, like to your fastest receiver, let them do the work. And, that's how you get the yards after the catch. That's what you saw today at practice. They're just trying to get that into Drake May's head, like you're saying. Just first option, first read. If he's open, give it to him.
Yeah. I look at McDaniel's track record with the quarterbacks, and people want to say that he's a product of Brady, and mostly his success is, but he has been with Garoppolo, Brissett, Castle, Mac Jones that first year where he was
Tim Tebow, that rookie year, and Team Tebow when he went to the playoffs with Denver.
Yeah, he got to playoffs with Tim Tebow. Kyle Orton was good for a few. Like Josh McDaniels as a head coach has obviously failed. Josh McDaniels without Tom Brady has not won at a high level, but he has developed quarterbacks, and I trust him to take a kid and put him on a development plan and let him go from there. And I trust Mike Vrabel as the head coach to oversee it all and and stretch that out when need be. Okay, Josh. All right, let's let the kid throw it a little bit here. Let's let him dance a little bit here. Where it felt like Belichick, Mac Jones, they didn't even let him throw in the end zone the entire rookie season. He never even threw into the end zone. So I think we'll see a difference there.
You're being positive about Josh McDaniels. Can I give you a negative about Josh McDaniels?
Please.
My last one for you real quick. Is it the same protection, same formation, same play call that Josh?
Yeah, same. Yep, same system. Okay, so it's for the young guys learning, and then guys that are experienced with it, it's the same. But just for us guys that have experience helping the young guys, if we all can get on the same page, have the same communication, the same language, we're gonna have a good year. You got.
Now, I call this a negative because basically Kendrick Bourne has a leg up on everybody else in the wide receiver room because he was here the first time Josh McDaniel was here. When I heard that on Zolak and Bertrand today this afternoon, I was going to get lunch, and I heard that. I was like, motherfucker.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you the negative that Kendrick Bourne has a leg up in making the team, but not. I thought you were going to go with the fact that the system is the same. I don't have a problem with this system.
I don't have the problem with that. I just have the problem that fucking Kendrick Bourne already has a leg up on everybody.
Up there.
Yeah. On
the 12 wide receivers at camp, by the way. So let's skip ahead here to this wide receiver. We'll get back to the tackles. As I mentioned a lot here in the opening, Kyle Williams, everyone's high on him. Very encouraging start. Had the big catch. Had a back shoulder catch against Christian Gonzalez. An 11v11. Looks good. Great, good. I'm just pumping and I'm not going to have any anticipation for this kid until we see him in game, until I see him mid-season. And if he's consistently producing, then great, awesome. But I'm not taking the cheese on any training camp bullshit from another young Patriots wide receiver.
Because we got burned so many times, so many years. We're not going to get no more egg in our face. We're just going to wait till week 1, and he can do it week 1, then all right, I'm all aboard. But until then, fuck that.
Go back and listen to what they were saying about Jalen Polk in training camp last year, because that kid, real professional, best hands in the game, according to him.
He says it himself, yeah. According to him.
And the first day of camp, the only guy missing? Jalen Polk, not there. Can't quite make it on the field. Past is physical, but is being extremely cautious about minor muscle tightness.
Wish your mother would do that.
You know what that tells me?
That's my one. That's my one.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You, you know what that tells me?
What?
He's got a leg up on making the team.
Ooh, no, I don't think so. I think he's the odd man out, and that's why he's already taken. He wants to get on that pup list so he can get that guaranteed roster bonus.
No, you think he's playing chess while everyone was playing checkers. He doesn't have that in him. No, that tells me that he's got a level of confidence from personnel or someone else. It's either that he's been given a level of confidence and they've told him, don't push it. Don't push it. Walt Licker says it's good to have no expectations. It's only up from there. Yeah, that's exactly right. And why would we have expectations on a team that's finished with 4 wins 2 years in a row? Like, come on, or at least if you want to have expectations, set them at a realistic level. All right, set them at 8.
Mm-hmm.
8
9.
wins,
8 or 9.
I mean, 9's a win. You get above 5. You get to that above 500 mark, and you're itching the playoffs. That's a win.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my fear. So I didn't hear that about the Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, we're down on Kendrick Bourne in this show. I'm fearful that Jalen Polk, because he's a 2nd-round pick, they got a lot invested to him. They give him some money. He's got a leg up on the 11 or whatever 9 other wide receivers that are fighting for the last 6 spots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like Jalen Polk. They're going to give him an opportunity. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
I hope you're wrong.
I'd be extremely surprised if Jalen Polk was cut. He'd have to be a real prick if he was cut, I think. The other, here's some bad news out of it. Now, take what you want. No pads here, but looks like the tackles still suck on this team.
Now, I heard that from Greg Bedard saying that basically they're at a disadvantage because they can't grab. There's no pads, so there's no grabbing, and that's why the defensive line is just getting right through the offensive line.
I also heard from Greg Bedard that when Will Campbell lined up against Keon White, he just missed Keon White as he blew by him for a sack.
Could that be because of arm length?
You imagine just reaching out for something and your depth perception is not exactly where you want it to be because you're missing an inch and a half. You know that feeling, right? I
wish I would use my mother joke now.
The idea that that's not an issue. We'll see. It's still the biggest. Offensive line is still your biggest question mark, biggest red flag on this team. If they can't figure it out, if McDaniels and Doug Marrone and the personnel, Morgan Moses Malone was splitting reps with Demartri Jacobs?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't matter. Speaking of guys who should be cut, what is that guy fucking doing back on this team? He blows, and Morgan Moses was supposed to be here as a staple to hold shit down, and they're splitting reps. Hopefully they're just kind of, it's one day. So I'm not going to read too far into it, but there's no question about it. The biggest question mark and a linchpin to the success of this team this year is this offensive line. And to the cornerback, we said the best thing that happens to this offensive line is if Josh McDaniels and Doug Marrone can get them on the same page and get a good, solid starting 5 working together, by some point in the season.
That's why you see all these quick passes that Drake May does, because that's what you do when you have a weak offensive line. You try to get the ball as fast as you can, so you don't have to worry about protection and all that. So,
McDaniels is going to
he's an expert at that.
He's going to make a shitty line look better because of his play calling, because he understands how to do it. Alex Van Pelt knew how to do one thing, and that was not it. So, yes, I expect all of that. All of that should be a tick up. Yes. So, all of that should be true. But we don't know if the personnel is better. It can't get worse. So it must, just by.
No, they're saying Monday it should be different when you put the pads on, see what they look like when they put pads on. Then you can give it the true test.
Can I tell you what will worry me?
What's that?
Is if the Patriots offensive line does start to look really fucking good. Because the biggest strength in this team should be the Patriots front 7 and their defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of a catch-22 here. We're going to bash the offensive line if they suck. But
if they look
Milt
good.
Williams, Barmore, Keon White, those guys should be dominating. We want to hear reports of them dominating every day because that's how they're truly going to win ball games. is on that defensive side of the ball this year. So it's a little bit of a catch-22 there for the big boys up front on the offensive line. But sorry, that's life in the NFL.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
The other big takeaway I think here at camp is Vrabel. He is front and center. He's the dude. I like that a little bit, shading that to that from Drake May. Like, I think I like Drake May. Okay. It sounds like I don't, but I do. And I think he's going to be a good pro. I don't know if he can play, but I like him. And I think he's going to be a good leader.
As a person, I like him.
And a good
pro. The player, I don't know.
I don't know if he can play. Nobody does. If you say you do, you're lying. But it's Vrabel's show. He's out there. I think we've got some noise from him.
I mean, whether you were in a coma when I answered Tom's question or typing on your phone or tweeting, I don't know, but I spent 5 minutes answering that question. And I can go back through it, but I'd rather not. That's really where we'll see. So I'll be able to answer that question again, hopefully only once in a few days. I thought you were punking me. I'm like,
just a new aura down there in Foxborough. It's joyous to see a coach that just, hucking it up with the boys in the media room and stuff like that, just having fun.
He's a good fit in Boston. He's a prick with a smile. That's a good fit. That's a good fit in that town.
Because Belichick didn't have that. He was a prick, but had a sourpuss on his face.
He was a prick with a dick. Yes. There you go. There's a lot of stuff on Belichick we haven't talked about lately either. Maybe we'll get to it.
That's the book I'm reading right now.
What are you reading?
The book.
You're reading Belichick's book?
Yeah.
You and 7 other people are reading Belichick's book.
It's fucking good.
Yeah?
Fucking good.
All right. Maybe I'll get into it. A little light reading.
Yeah, then we can do a little what is that called?
Book club?
Book club, yeah.
We can do a Pizza Hut book club?
Yeah. Book it.
Book it. I like that.
Get our own personal pan pizzas. Bring
there
that back.
Football season is back. Speaking of being back, so it's good to see down there, Patriots. All positive vibes down there, except for Jalen Polk. Speaking of positive vibes, let's throw over to headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. The hottest team in the MLB before the deadline now has cooled off. Losers of their last 2 series and having gone 2-4 against the Cubs and Phillies. Now the Red Sox have a weekend series starting Friday night against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Red Sox management came out and said they don't expect fireworks this trade deadline with no big moves. Great. Celtic Summer League is over and done with, and with it, they released J.D. Davidson and are now under the second tax apron. Patriots training camp has opened, and what we got from it so far, the O-line doesn't look good. Stephon Diggs and Kyle Williams impress, and Drake May went 14 for 15 today. And finally, in sad news, Hulk Hogan, one of the greatest to ever lace a pair of wrestling boots, has died at the young age of 71. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you, Richard. Where we're going to go here? We're going to go here.
It won't love my breath.
Real quick with the trigger there on the comeback, Raven. Real quick.
Comeback? Like,
nope, you already use it. The Red Sox predictably suck. Told you this going into the deadline. Winners of 10 straight. Jeff Passan called them World Series contenders. Big time moves coming at the deadline, and wouldn't you know it?
Wrong.
Before they even started losing games, they were taking that shit back. And then they go 2-4 from the All-Star. Can you check the score tonight? Playing the Dodgers tonight?
No, it starts tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, they have today off. Traveling back home.
Oh, travel day. Okay. No big deal. They're just going to take on the best team in the league after losing 4 of the last 6.
It's quite a gauntlet, though, after the All-Star break, though. You play the best team in the East, play the best team in Central. Now you're playing the best team in the West. So yeah, it's a gauntlet.
Okay, that'd be one thing if it was competitive. It's another thing when they could look like the complete fucking donkeys like they looked at most of the season. 2 catcher interferences, 1 to lose the game. The second time it's ever happened. The first since in 1971. They're running into each other in the outfield. They look like they don't know how to play the game. They don't know. They're averaging 10 strikeouts a game again. They go up against some good pitching and they completely lose their freaking minds. They had one good win, that win against the Cubs where Bregman pinch hit and got the home run. Other than that, even the win against Philly last night caught the tail end of that. The home run from Navarro. They were down. Lucas Giolito, the guy that was it passing whoever else, like took it immediately back that they could go get Ryan from the Twins. He could Giolito and Bayo. They could carry it. Giolito is now averaging like 4 home runs given up in his 2 games since the All-Star break. He's got a 9 ERA in those 2 games. They were down 5-0 in the 4th, and Philly shit their pants, and they still almost won the game. They take on some good competition and revert back to the complete buffoons that they've been all season. And then the cherry on top is the reports here coming from management. But do you want to talk about and Cora's in there with some bad stupid calls about
It's nice to hear though that the midday show on 98.5 is finally like saying like maybe it is Alex Cora that doesn't know what he's doing. I'm like, we've been saying this all along. We've been saying that this guy needs to be fired. Like he is the problem in that dugout. Like yes, you got rid of Devers, but now you got rid of Cora because it doesn't seem like he knows what the fuck he's doing in that dugout.
Get ready for this train to be full, Ray, because here's what's going to happen. They're not going to add at the deadline. Cora's going to put that pouty fucking bitch face on again, and they're going to crumble again in the same exact fashion that they've done for several years running now. It might not look as bad because they do have some different personnel, and they've got Mayer and Anthony, but those guys are finding their way. You've got a Bregman in there. That has some leadership. So maybe it won't be as bad as like last year where they completely freaking turtled. But I'm burying the lead here, in my opinion, on the reports from management. Felt like you're going to say one last thing there in terms of on the field.
Just that Roman Anthony got benched the other day against that Philly series. I think he came in and pitched hit, but he did get benched because he went 0 for 4 the night before. And,
he was like 1 for 9 with 8 strikeouts to come
he hasn't been good.
Yeah, it's almost like every other team didn't have an all-star break, and the Red Sox were like, surprised by it. Like,
well,
shit,
you'll probably hear something in the offseason. I guarantee you something happened in the offseason where they all went off and did something stupid, and while other teams are just, grinding still, trying to get to that, playoff positioning, and the Red Sox are probably just being douchebags.
They're losers. They won 10 straight. They thought they already won the World Series.
They
don't know how to win. They do not have strong leadership from their manager down to their top players. They're a dumb baseball team. They lose games stupid. They have poor mistakes all over the place. And again, get ready for this fire Alex Cora train to get full real quick because it does not sound like they're about to get any significant help at the deadline per Jeff Passan. The Red Sox are not inclined to make big moves at the deadline, where quite literally a week ago, he said they were World Series contenders and would be in on Joe Ryan and every other big name out. The first baseman from Arizona, who I forget the name, Nylander.
Well, they're having a fire sale. Yeah, all the veterans are gone in Arizona. So,
and here's why. Boston is an organization that deeply values operating efficiently, and the market like this is the epitome of inefficient. Holding now would speak to the Red Sox comfort in their current roster and the exceptional price to bolster it. He went on to say, I think in the Baseball Reporters last night, I don't have this quote, but something to the ilk of the Red Sox management has financial constraints put on them, which inhibits them from making any big moves as well. So
Liverpool is not the favorite to win the Premier League anymore, so they have to go spend some more money over there. We need to sell Pittsburgh Penguins because we're losing money hand over fist over there. So that's why we're at constraints over here at Fenway.
The Fenway Sports Group is a business that is operating as such, and they want the Red Sox to be a consistent, predictable business. It is not about winning. It is not about team building. Craig Breslow has a budget in which he can operate, and that budget does not include any luxury tax at all. And maybe up to the luxury tax. We've heard Sam Kennedy say that they're definitely going to do that. Sam Kennedy's also said they're going to spend over it. Sam Kennedy's full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you told me to guess, I would say that their budget is up to the luxury tax, maybe even a little below it, year over year. And that's what they're dealing with. And that's what Craig Breslow is dealing with. And I hate Craig Breslow's approach. I hate the analytical approach. Jeff Passan said something else about putting the trade in the computer and the computer spitting it out and saying this is not worth it. And they're going to trust the computer. I hate that.
Is that ESPN trade machine that they're doing?
Probably. Why do you even need anybody? Like, why do you and I could do that?
Hey, Chat GPT, is this a good trade? No?
Yeah,
All right, fuck. No, we're good.
Fuck.
We're good. Yeah.
The computer says no.
Yeah.
So you've got you've got ChatGPT running your trade scenarios for you, and you've got a $5 billion company that's not willing to spend at the top of the market at all. I mean, they want to be the Tampa Bay Rays. That's not even conjecture anymore. That is true. This is the way they are operating. So
can I give you an analogy real quick?
Good for you.
Thank
You
you.
have been reading.
I have been. Basically, the Red Sox of old, like, think about like old leadership. Like, you're spending money, they want to get to that next level. So, like, when they pass this on to their future generation, they can win and be successful. But instead, this company from Europe came over and bought it and said, "Nope, we're gonna make money. We're gonna be consistent every year, every way out. This is how it's gonna be, black and white. We're not gonna spend over that dollar amount. Fun? Nah, no. We're just gonna keep working and grinding." That's what it seems like.
Okay, well, I take back my compliment. I think that wasn't an analogy. That was just
Rambling.
That was just like an anecdotal, like, for instance, and it was basically what happened. John Henry took his Fenway Sports
Fuck
Group.
you, dude. It was great. It was fucking great.
And they've taken the Red Sox, and they don't care about necessarily
Don't
winning
make me
anymore,
go buy ice cream after the show, please.
unless
I've
they
already
can
bought it enough today.
win within the financial constraints that they've put on the team. So I hate to do it, but I have to tip my cap to Craig Breslow, the moves that he's made. Garrett Crochet, Alex Bregman, Aroldis Chapman, all-stars. They're the best parts of this team so far this year. Trading Rafael Devers seemed to spark them before the All-Star break. He has played poorly over there in San Francisco, although he's starting to heat up a little bit, and he's playing first base. Yep. So long term, that won't look as good, especially if they don't replace him with anybody with that money, which now it looks like is a pipe dream, and they're not going to do it.
They're gonna extend Bregman. That's what they're gonna do and say, "Hey, look what we did with the money. We extended Bregman. He was an all-star."
They might. There's two things. There's two real. All of this was predictable to me. It's still aggravating, obviously.
Of course.
And the 2-6 start out of the All-Star break just justifies exactly what they want to do. If they came out and started, 7-1 and were gangbusters,
kept going. Yeah.
it would be a lot harder for the Red Sox to justify not going big into the trade deadline. And the team just capitulated like they always do, and put management in a place where they can, to themselves justify not buying. The fans are not going to, which is problem number one. And this has always been a problem with the Red Sox and their management, is they treat their fans like idiots, and they're not. They're some of the most educated sports fans in the country, at least baseball fans. They know exactly what the fuck is happening, and they treat them like morons. Boston is an organization that deeply values operating efficiently, and a market like this is the epitome of inefficient. Shut the fuck up, you stupid nerd. It's not a business. We're not looking for fucking margin values on this, you dickhead. We're looking for a fucking starting pitcher to go win ball games. You can't even speak that language. You have to talk about efficiency. No one gives a shit about your efficiency. No kidding. It's a trade deadline. You overpay for guys at the trade deadline because they want to push you forward. It's a different
because you're
market.
Contending, yes.
Even if you want to talk business in that, people get inefficient in business all the goddamn time. We talk about this in our stupid fantasy football league. It's not about whether the value is equal. It's about what you need versus what I need. That's the difference. It's not about equal value of the two fucking components that you're looking to trade or sell or buy or not. Even that is business. Even they'll teach you that in fucking an associate's degree of business, you dope. So don't treat me stupid and don't tell me you can't get a deal done, because even now you want to act efficiently. All that means is you got to get a third or fourth or fifth team involved and make a really fucking complicated trade to get somebody that you need, so you don't have to give up a bunch of assets in a one-on-one deal. And what it tells to me is Craig Breslow's computer doesn't give him all the fucking answers. That's what it tells me, because you can't get on the phone and call 2 or 3 other clubs and go, can you fill this gap? Can you fill this gap? So I'll fill this gap and we can get some things done. You'll get this, I'll get this, you'll get this, and people will be happy because you need a pitcher, I need a first baseman, they need prospects, and blah, 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 blah. That's just business as business is done. And this tells me they can't do it. Not only do they not want to do it from a money perspective and from an asset perspective, Craig Breslow and his team doesn't have the skill set to actually go out there and make a deal, because that's what it would take. It would take a multi-team, complicated deal, because they're not willing to spend the money or give up the assets to go get a Joe Ryan. So you should be pissed at this organization on all those fronts. Their team is stupid. Their manager doesn't lead. Their owner won't spend. And their GM is using ChatGPT for trade scenarios.
I just tried it. I said, what will it take for the Red Sox to trade for Joe Ryan? And it said, to acquire Joe Ryan, the Boston Red Sox or any contender will need to meet very steep asking price. And the Boston Red Sox are not inclined to do that right now.
Yeah.
So that's what Craig Breslow looked at and said, okay, ChatGPT, thank you very much for that. We are not going to be doing anything.
Yeah, he stopped at the first line, then he confirmed it when ChatGPT said the Red Sox are not willing to do that. And he said, you know what? I think that's right.
That's right.
We are.
That's right.
We're not willing to do that.
Yeah. John, we're not going to do it, John.
Don't worry, Mr. Henry. We're not going to do it. I hate to toot on that one, but fucking told you.
Yep.
Told you. God, this team.
Toot.
I'm so glad I didn't pay for that goddamn MLB thing again.
My buddy did down the street. We watched it outside, and I giggle when they lose. I go,
losers. Cancel your MLB TV subscription. Cancel your 360. Don't pay for it. Don't watch it. Boycott it. Don't go to the games. It's the only thing that's going to change anything. They fall to public pressure. That's why they signed Rafael Devers. That's why they went and got Kara Crochet. They fold to public pressure. It's the only way you're going to get your fucking baseball team back is to boycott them. Boycott them. Don't watch. I know it sucks. I want them to be good too. I want them to make a run. I like their young players. And maybe they will. Maybe they'll stay competitive. They may sneak into the playoffs because the AL is so bad. But this management does not deserve any support, and the ownership does not deserve support. It's pathetic.
We should pick it outside Fenway Park.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, quick break. We'll be right back with Dr. Big Mac's secret big brain.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
This is what I thought of today. For one whole week, you and I switch bodies.
Ugh.
What are 5 things that you would do inside my body?
Oh, God damn it. Ugh. Oh.
I'll go first. Thank you. With your giant size, I would like to go to the grocery store and just grab things off the top shelf without stepping on my tippy toes. That'd be my first thing. I'll just go grocery shopping and just everything high. I just go, oh, this is nice. This is nice. I don't need to go on my tippy toes.
I would try on ladies' shoes with your tiny feet. Just to see what it feels like.
Like heels? Like you were talking
just
heels?
To see what it feels like. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Big tiny feet.
All right.
I would take strong notes about what like cardiac arrest feels like or the verge of it. Just so in case it ever came back like after the week, I would know what it feels like.
Mine would be patenting about diabetes teeth. The first ever case is you. So I'd like to patent that and make some money off of that. Maybe make some infomercials about how you can solve diabetes teeth.
I would comb my hair a lot. I'd run my hand through my hair. And thick hair.
I would constantly look down and be able to see my dick and not see a belly. So that'd be nice.
Well, depends on how cool it is.
Well, true.
I would I would see if it was possible to win any type of thumb war against anybody in the world, just to see if I could get one win. That would be a pretty big accomplishment with those tiny digit thumbs of yours.
It just sucks because my stupid brain's going into your body. So like, I would love to be able to play the guitar and sing.
Yeah.
But now that I'm in your body, so I wouldn't. So maybe just have the patience to jot some stuff down. So when I got back to my future body, I can be willing to be able to do those kind of things.
Yeah, but it's a brain thing, right? Well, maybe you get some muscle. Maybe you get some muscle memory.
Muscle memory. So yeah, you know all the.
Maybe I would do some video gaming thing if the muscle memory is there, but I'd probably hate it. I'd probably hate it. You can run. I can't run anymore. My legs don't let me run it. Maybe I'd run. Maybe I'd go for a run.
That's nice.
But again, then I would take notes of the cardiac problem.
Probably. I would try to dunk a basketball because you probably still can get up there in your older age.
Oh, you really need to, maybe by the 7th day, you really need to work up to that.
I'd be in your
it's probably a women's basketball. I could probably get a women's basketball. You can definitely get a basketball or like a tennis ball. I mean,
that's fine. I'd still be happy with all that. This would be nice. I'd be in your dinghy a lot.
I have a full size boat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Humble brag. I'm sorry.
We're switching locations as well.
What?
No, you're
moving?
No. Like, it would be in your body in your house.
What? No, that's not how it works.
You just said you'd take my boat out, so you'd have to be here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd be you. I'd be in your body.
Right. But not like in your life. You'd be in my life.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, so I'd be in your dinghy.
Got it. Okay. I'm still gonna bang your mom, which is gonna freak her out.
That's fucking weird. I will not be banging my mom. That might freak her out as well.
Might freak you out. That's a gross question. I don't like it. It's gonna stick with me for a while here.
Good. I hope it gives you nightmares tonight.
Yeah, the body swap thing is an interesting. It's like
thought. A Freaky Friday. Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
What was that fucking short hair bitch's name? Jamie Lee Curtis. Thank you.
Yeah. Would you ever want to do the old man-woman switch? Would you want to get in a lady's body? See what that was all about?
I would finger my pussy until the sun came up.
Yeah, all right. Well, I also have no interest in that. We'll be right back with Simplest Minds of the Week.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Do you get all the clips here?
Oh yeah, and I have an extra one.
All right. Got a bonus one. So we got 4 here for you. We're going to start with the Browns being the Browns. I sneaky kind of think this was fake.
Okay, great. I am on the same boat as you are.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I'm pretty sure this was fake after watching it a couple times, but still, arguably funny. Guy's taking a picture.
Still laugh.
Taking picture of the
new unveiling of the Browns alternate helmet.
2 reasons why this is fake. Number 1, the dog, the mascot, his reaction is choreographed. He kind of is like, oh my God, and falls backwards, and he's a stupid mascot. Like, your immediate reaction is to go to help somebody that looks like they're falling. Like,
take your helmet, take your stupid fucking hat off, and
or just just make a gesture to your hand towards him, even though you have no chance.
But he did the whole
yeah, he's like, oh my God, he fell.
Yeah.
Also, what kind of wide lens does that guy have where he's getting a shot of that giant helmet 5 feet away from him? There's no camera in the world that's getting that from the distance and angle that he's in. So
Oh, fuck no. Yeah, I think it's
first time I saw it, I laughed and went, "Oh, Browns being the Browns, very funny." And then the radar went up immediately, and that second angle there that we showed is that was
like,
fake,
you're fake.
which is even more Browns being Browns. Like, come on, just
hey, what are the kids laughing at nowadays? You think this would be funny if this guy falls in the water? Yeah, let's try it out.
Yeah, let's get viral for being fucking stupid.
Yeah,
again. Okay. Speaking of stupid, Aaron Rodgers goes vegan.
There's no video. It was just a report. That
I know. Aaron Rodgers has eliminated all meat and dairy, including milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, and ice cream from his diet, opting for mostly plant-based approach centering on a vegan burgers and whole foods. I just put this on here because we haven't seen the douchebaggery from Aaron Rodgers in a little bit. Kind of went dark in the offseason, except for the whole I'm not telling anybody who I signed with, except for sneaky hints here, less than sneaky hints on Pat McAfee, that I'm going to the Steelers, and I won't tell anybody but my wife because it's nobody's business, and I'm a complete fucking douchebag and totally off this world, and might as well try vegan as I'm a professional athlete playing football. Just not to wish ill will on the guy, but I hope someone caves in his vegan fucking ribs in week 2.
Ooh, excellent. Agreed.
Just give me a break, dude. Just give it a rest with the everything. God, he's a sickening. It's
gonna be interesting when he's done. Loser. When he's done, like, what is he gonna do? Like, he wants to be the center of attention.
Oh, like no one will give a shit about Aaron Rodgers when he's done. Nobody. He's not interesting. He's not even controversially interesting. He's just this like self-woke YouTube educated douchebag.
Like look at everything that the Patriots and look at what the Patriots are doing now that Tom Brady retired and stuff. I'm not even saying Aaron Rodgers can touch Tom Brady's jockstrap, but like everyone still wants like a piece of Brady. Like he's still interesting, even though he's retired and all that. When Aaron Rodgers is done, no one's gonna give a fuck because he's such a prick.
He's a prick. They don't even like him in Green Bay. And even Brady's gone off the deep end in terms of weirdness and like fakeness in the media and kind of try hard. I think he's losing that a little bit now, but like he's interesting because he's smart and like he's intelligent. He's not doing this, whole fucking you know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. For a very long time, he had taken the mantle of the biggest douchebag in professional sports. He had taken it from one Kyrie Irving. Until now, Kyrie is back, baby.
Office one time. I didn't meet with the GM one time, the assistant GM one time. Literally, when I look back at that decision, I'm like, man, I should have taken some more time to delegate and figure out what's best for me. KD had just tore his Achilles in the finals. Me and him were, planning on doing things to go to Brooklyn, right? I don't know any of you guys that would still stick it out with one of your friends that tears their Achilles and wait a year and a half for them to get healthy, but I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to leave K out there after a torn Achilles and be like, nah, fuck that. We not going to play together anymore. I waited for my brother to get healthy. You know what I'm saying? And now Brooklyn, I wish that we got a chance to get to know them beforehand because they wasn't fucking with me like that. And that's just me. That's my perspective. Now, did they want me on the team? Sure.
This douchebag. Like that was on whatever Twitch and stupid video game thing, and like that was the clip, and he went on for however long he went on about it. But can I just give you a little history? You blew yourself out of Boston after literally telling the entire stadium that you were coming back if they wanted you to go to Brooklyn to play with this guy. So shut up for there. Secondly, they don't fuck with you like that. You said we don't have any coaches on this team and got Steve Nash fired. And then you said Kenny Atkins didn't fuck with you. And then Kenny Atkins, after you left, took that team of nobodies basically to the playoffs, and then they fired him. I'm not saying Brooklyn's full of managerial geniuses over there. They can fuck things up with their eyes closed. But Kyrie Irving, were given every chance possible in Brooklyn to succeed. And you want to go into the whole vaccine mandate thing and refuse to get the vaccine. That got political. But everybody else in the NBA just fucking did what they had to do to go play, and you didn't, and you made it a goddamn religious thing and a political thing, and then every other chance you got to be doing the right thing, you were found at somebody's birthday, not following protocols and getting in trouble. So just shut up about they didn't fuck with me and I waited for my brother to get healthy, blah, 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 blah. You got yourself there. You called your shots. You wanted to go play with KD. You blew yourself out of Boston and you buried your own grave. You've dug your own grave and buried yourself in Brooklyn. Like, own it. I thought he had turned the corner in Dallas. I thought he was a bigger man now. I thought he had grown up. He was more mature. He's still blaming everybody else for his biggest mistakes. It was completely all his undoing. In Brooklyn, him and KD. KD earns the blame too. They were a bunch of douchebags there.
Yep.
No respect from this guy. It would have been one thing if he had that, it wouldn't have gotten to the internet. If you just said, that was all on me. All that was. I could have done a lot of things differently there. I didn't handle that well at all. But no, Brooklyn didn't fuck with me like that. You said no. We don't have a head coach. When Hall of Famer, first MVP Steve Nash is sitting right next to you, dickhead.
Yep.
Sorry, what are you saying?
Nothing. He was just a first-year head coach. He got a first-year head coach, fired.
Yeah, they don't fuck with me like that. No, they didn't because you were a prick, and they shouldn't have. So there you go, Kyrie.
Nope. Oh, I got one more.
Oh, bonus one.
SNY. That is a $25 hot dog, folks.
Do you need a knife and fork to eat it?
My goodness.
How much meat is in a $25 hot dog? Gotta be a few pounds, right?
I wasn't talking about the hot dog.
That's like a 10-year-old clip or something.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it today. I was giggling my ass off. Like,
No,
fuck
it's
yeah.
But it's
Is that Keith Hernandez?
It's made its way around. The clip, if anyone's listening, is of well-endowed
Big-breasted woman
eating a hot dog at a baseball game, and Ray likes that kind of thing. And
my favorite things: boobs and hot dogs.
Who can blame him?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it's an older clip, but still worth the watch. Watch. Go check if you're listening. Just go check out YouTube. Get to the end here and give it a look.
Yeah,
give it a little look-see.
You like tits? Like me.
Exactly. And if you like the old today's and you like here again, hit subscribe, hit like on the video, rate, subscribe, review, tell your friends, tell your mothers. Go to simplemindsports.com, join the newsletter. Join us right back here next Thursday, 8:15 or 8:30, depending on how I feel. We'll be here live or catch us Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On your favorite podcast platform. This is the Simple Mind Sports Show, Friday Rewind, live Thursday, July 24th. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hopefully Bobby's back next week.
Yeah.